Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupatara Madhyam Tadandi Swapatantigam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shri Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nidhanam Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Shesha Srinivadi Marshadini Shapani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Vedadagara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare. So how many of you have attended the session which Namanishta Prabhu have kept about our temple? Did you all see? Anybody missed it? About the temple construction and things like that? Okay, some of you have attended. Okay. Yeah, towards the end, I'll be just showing it. Okay, how? Yeah, most of you attended. Okay. So today we'll see about pure devotional service. Okay, definition of pure devotional service. And what are the characteristics of pure devotional service? I hope you have read it in chapter 1. So last time we saw what Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is and significance of Rupa Goswami in our movement. Okay, and why Prabhupada have actually written Nectar of Devotion. Why? What was the main reason? Yeah, module 3 exam can be kept on Feb 29th. Okay, because 22nd is Nityananda Trayadashi. Yeah, so why Prabhupada have written this Nectar of Devotion? What is it? Yes, Prafulla Mataji. You can unmute. You can unmute, Mataji. Oh, I have not allowed them. Sorry. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Prabhupada has written this devotional service, NOD, from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu to make it easier for us to know the various stages of devotional service and to know about Sri Chaitanya's mercy.
Okay, Shubhamay Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Actually, Rupa Goswami wanted the devotees who were already in the service to know more about Krishna, so that they would have much more clarity and they would do in the right way the kind of devotional service.
Yes, Kripa Mataji.
Mataji, the original book, which is the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, is quite tough or very heavy for a normal person to understand, because of which Srila Prabhupada has actually gone ahead and simplified it so that we can understand it better.
Yeah. Yes, Manasi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, I have just one more point. He has no, Srila Prabhupada has not included the shlokas, only the meaning, so that we can understand it in a better way, and it is not as heavy as the real book.
Sri Devi Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada has written this book mainly to his devotees, those who are practicing Krishna consciousness.
Yes. So it's mainly for devotees, yes, practicing devotees, so that we become serious and we practice. And also, yes, as you all said, yes, to be fixed in devotional service, and also to understand it in an easy way. Otherwise, the original book is really tough for a newcomer to learn it, to understand it. Okay, so that's the purpose of writing Nectar of Devotion. And objectives of Rasamrita Sindhu. We saw Krishna as Akila Rasamrita Murti, right? The preserver of all pleasure. And we saw an overview of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So we'll see about definition of pure devotional service. So this sloka has to be memorized, okay? So all of you should memorize this sloka. So please unmute and repeat after me. Anya Bilashita Shunyam.
Anya Bhilashita Shunyam.
Jnana Karmadi Anavritam.
Jnana-karmadhyanavrtam.
Anukulena Krishnanushilanam.
Anukulena
Krishnanushilanam.
Krishnanushilanam.
Tiruttama.
Bhaktiruttama.
Your devotional service. Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. So this verse has to be memorized. Okay, so all of you start now itself. Okay, to memorize. We don't have this sloka in your note in your textbook. So better suggest you to have a screenshot. All the admins, please take a screenshot and share it in the group. Okay, with this might be, yeah, they can have the meaning also. So this page, can you take a screenshot and the admins in every group, and then yeah, please post it. You have the PDF.
Yes, Mataji, it's there in the PDF. This shloka is there in the PDF. The Bhakti Shastri shloka memorization PDF where all the verses are mentioned.
Oh, it's there. Then it's easy for them. Okay, so you can all learn from there. Okay, so Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. To be understand, see, this translation looks very big. So to understand in an easy way is Anya Abhilashita Shunyam means there is no more Abhilasha, in the sense desires. Shunyam. Shunyam means zero. Okay, Shunyam. So Anya Abhilasha, pure devotee. This is for pure devotional service, for pure devotee, not for our level, but for pure devotional service like Srila Prabhupada. They don't have any other desire, mean material desires. Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. Jnana karma the anavritam. And their bhakti is free of jnana and karma. Not like, oh, because Krishna is the Supreme Personality Godhead, I do devotional service. No, the jnana doesn't come. Like the gopis of Vrindavan, they don't have material knowledge. And karma is not binding it. Anukulena Krishna Ishram, they are working for Krishna consciousness. Like, who was the example who did it? Pratikulena, opposite. Who are the examples of people who did Krishna Nishilam? They were Krishna conscious, but in a negative way.
Kamsa, Shishupal.
Even Vrindavan.
No. This is like school. I want raised hands. Supriti Mataji, yes.
Ravana, Kamsa, Mataji.
Ravana, Kamsa. Okay, so that means they were thinking, and who else? There is some more example. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Mataji, Shishupal.
Shishupal, very good. Sarvani Mataji. Any other example?
Mataji, Jayadratha.
Yes. Suma Mataji.
Duryodhana, Mataji.
Duryodhan. So all these negative characters, all these demons, yes, they were Krishna conscious, but in Pradikulyana, they were thinking Krishna as their enemy, right? And they're thinking in an opposite way. Yes. So all these are examples. No, Prahlad have done in Anukulyana. Prahlad is not opposite. He was not seeing Krishna as the enemy. But Hiranyakashipu, yes, Hiranyakashipu was. No, you didn't get the meaning, I think. It's not Anukulyana, it's Pratikulyana. I'm asking examples. Anukulena means, yes, thinking Krishna is the Supreme Personality God and loving Krishna. That's Anukulena. That's what Prahlad, Dhruv and all did. But Pratikulena means they were also Krishna conscious. Kamsa was very much Krishna conscious before Krishna appeared. He was like, where is Krishna? Who is going to kill me? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Whenever his wife comes, he's thinking that, oh, that is Krishna. So he was Krishna conscious. Shishupal also was Krishna conscious, but in a Pratikulena way. This is Anukulena. Okay. So Bhakti Ruttama. This is the first class Bhakti. So Anya Abhilashita Shunyam, there should not be any other desire, material desires, except to please Krishna. Jnana karma navritam anukulena Krishna Shinam Bhakti Rutam. Okay, so cultivation of activities that are meant exclusively for the pleasure of Sri Krishna. In other words, uninterrupted flow of service to Sri Krishna. That's what should be done. Okay, so that is Uttama Bhakti. So when first class devotional service develops, one must be devoid of all material desires, knowledge obtained by monastic philosophy, and fruitive action. The devotee must constantly serve Krishna favorably as Krishna desires. So it should be favorable to Krishna consciousness, not like in the negative way, opposite. So this is the first sloka, 1.1.11. Anya Bilashida Shunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavritam Anukulena Krishna Shinam Bhakti Ruttama. Okay, so you can divide this sloka into two parts. There is something called the Swarupa Lakshana, that is the original characteristics. That is, the Swarupa Lakshana means Anukulena Krishna Anushila. This is Swarupa. And Tadastha, that is marginal, is Anya Abhilashita Shunyam and Jnana Karma. So you can divide the slokas to two parts. One is the Swarupa, that is the original. Original is the three words. Anukulena Krishna Anushila. Okay, this might come like a short note. What do you mean by Anukulena Krishna? It should be favoring to Krishna consciousness. That is what the Swarupa main thing is. Then Anyabhilasha Shunyam and Jnana Karmadana. So original characteristics of Swarupa Lakshana means Anukulena. It should be favoring to Krishna consciousness. And it should be executed in a favorable intent. Not like Putana giving poison. No. It should be like Shabari giving the fruit. So that is Anukulena. Perform with intention to please Krishna. The intention is to please Krishna, not but Putana wanted to kill Krishna. So examples, this is Yashoda Maya, right, punishing Krishna in a good way. And negative, as you all said the examples, demons like Kamsa, Ravana, right, give pleasure to Krishna by giving Krishna an opposition to fight, and Krishna had to protect his devotees. So Hiranyakashipu, all of the demons, they come in negative way, but we should be positively executing Krishna consciousness. So pure devotional service is for Krishna, not for anyone else. Right? It should be done for Krishna. Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udaridi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeve purusham karat. So there are three kinds of devotees: akama, sarva kama, moksha kama. Like somebody who doesn't have any desire, somebody who has a lot of desires, and somebody who want moksha as a desire. So all of them should do bhakti yoga to Krishna only. It should be done to Krishna. The first and most important characteristic of pure devotion is that it is for Krishna and not for anyone else. Okay? And we should understand Krishna to mean Krishna and his personal expansion. So Krishna includes his pure devotees also. So you can have devotion to pure devotees also. Okay? So this is what it should be to Krishna. So we can love and serve Krishna directly, or love and serve those things and persons who are connected to Krishna. So then it becomes Krishnatized. Then Anushilanam. Anu means to follow, right? Rupa, Anugas means to follow Rupa. So Anu. And constantly. Shilana means behavior. So pure devotion is not passive, but it is an active engagement. If we love Krishna, then we will put in our best effort to please Krishna. See, a mother just telling the child, I love you, that's not enough. She has to serve the child, in the sense, cook what the child likes and give a bath. All the service, husband, the wife should serve the husband. So if there is love, the service is there. So here, devotion means active engagement. Okay, we have to put our best effort to please Krishna. So pravritti, there are two aspects, pravritti and nivritti. Mark, what is pravritti? Can have raised hands. Pravritti and nivritti. Yes, Dinesh Prabhu.
Mataji, pravritti means tendency, but here it means the activity is done in consonance with the pure devotional service, suitable for devotional service.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mataji, tendency, it means tendency, but here it means, it stands for activities performed
Yes.
professional, which ought to be done for pure devotional service.
Okay. Yes, so Shubhamai Mataji.
The positive activities, Mataji, which is good for Krishna consciousness, and negative, which is on.
So pravritti, definitely it will bind us, that is like karma. And then nivritti is for liberation, right? So pravritti, activities which are favoring to Krishna consciousness. Nivritti is avoiding activities which are unfavorable to Krishna consciousness. Another way of putting this is pravritti means karmic activities, that is which will bind us. But nivritti marga means for liberation actually. Okay, so we have to do things which is favoring Krishna consciousness and not going against Krishna consciousness. So the particular word used by Sri Rupa Goswami in this connection is Anushilanam, or following the predecessors acharyas, right? Krishna Anushilanam. So as soon as we say cultivation, we must refer to activity. Without activity, consciousness alone cannot help us. So the word Anu suggests that one should engage himself in the service of the Lord without any interval. Hahituki apradihata. Service should be without motive, without interruption. And we should engage in the service 100% and always, and there must not be any interruption in such progress of devotion. Okay. So Anukulena, it should be towards Krishna consciousness, and we should get pleasure from it. Not only we, Krishna should get pleasure, the Vaishnavas should get pleasure from it. And devotees' attitude towards Krishna should be favorable. Okay, and Krishna means his expansion also. Krishna doesn't mean he's alone with devotees. Krishna's paraphernalia, Krishna's pure devotees. Right? And Anishilam, constantly should be applying the predecessors acharyas. This is Mahajanena Gatasya Panta. We have to follow their footsteps. Okay. And without any desires, how Prahlad served Narasimhadev. He didn't have any desire that time. So pure devotional service is free of all ulterior motives, and only motive is to please Krishna. Krishna should be pleased. Okay. So we saw the examples also, right? So Prahlad Maharaj, he was saying that, my dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of God, because I was born in an atheistic family, I'm naturally attached to material enjoyment. Therefore, kindly do not tempt me to this illusion. I'm very much afraid of material conditions, and I desire to be liberated from materialistic life. Okay, even Dhruv Maharaj also prayed the same thing. No, take away all material desires from me. So we are not so exalted like pure devotees like Dhruv Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj. We can't imitate them, but we try to purify our desire. Otherwise, oh my Lord, O Supreme Instructor of the entire world, you are so kind to your devotee that you could not induce him to do something unbeneficial. On the other hand, one who desires some material benefit in exchange for devotional service cannot be your devotee. So that they come under which category? Those who exchange devotional service to the Lord. They come under which category? Yes. Yes, Mataji.
Kanishtadhikari, Mataji.
Yes. So which type?
Mataji, Kanishtadhikari.
In Kanishta, which type they are? Shuddha Mataji.
Sukritinas.
Who are they?
Artho, Artharthi.
Yes, they will, Mataji. Yes, Artho, Artharthi,
Jignasu and Jnani.
Yes, Jnani and Jignasu. So they come under these categories. So they are neophyte devotees, they are Kanishta Adhikaris, they are Sukritis, they are fires because they are going to Krishna. Chaturvida Vajan Demam Jana Sukritin or Jana Artho Jignasu Artharthi Jnani Cha Paradarshapa. 7th chapter, right? So Krishna says, 4 kind of devotees who come to me. But they desire some material benefit in exchange of devotional service. They go to Krishna and say, please, I want a good job. I want some money. So they're exchanging their devotion for some material things. Or I have this problem, no distress. So they are exchanging. So they are Kanishta Adhikaris. They have some desire, but that is not pure. And why Krishna is not giving pure devotional service to everyone? Why is it said pure devotional service is very rare?
Yeah, that will bind him. That will bind him, Mataji. He has to oblige him.
Krishna. Okay. I'll take raised hands. Keshav Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, that he does, as he said, he doesn't want to get bind by the devotee. They will, whatever he demands, he has to deliver them.
Yes. Charu Mataji.
Because it will attract like Krishna Akarshani. Krishna will get attracted to the devotee.
So that means they can purchase Krishna with that pure devotional service. Okay. So so what are the 6 characteristics of pure devotional service? You can raise a digital hand and try to we all read and come. Yes, Prafula Mataji. 6.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pure devotional service brings immediate relief from all kinds of material distress.
Yeah, what is it called? What is that called? The material taking away all the material distress. What is it called? Anybody can unmute and say. What is that stage called? So you all have your book. You have all your book, no? So you take the first chapter, okay, and there is towards the first page, Prabhupada has given the 6 characteristics of your devotional service, right? All of you saw. Now write with a pen near that the 6 devotional features of devotional service. Can you all write the Sanskrit words? Like you have these and then just write the Sanskrit words. Like so, bring immediate relief from material distress. That's called Kleshagni. Okay, so all of you write it down. Either you write in that book or you make a note. So that's called Kleshagni. Okay. So what is the second thing?
Shubhada.
Shubhada means what? Shubhada means
all auspiciousness.
It brings all auspiciousness. So second thing is Shubhada. So first is Kleshagni. Kleshagni means Klesha Agni. It destroys all your material distress. Kleshagni. Second is Shubhada. It brings you all auspiciousness. Okay. Third one, Sudha Mataji. With the third one.
Hare Krishna Mataji, it puts one in transcendental pleasure, Mataji.
What is that stage called?
Sandrananda
Moksha Lagutat.
Sandrananda Visheshatma.
Sandrananda
Okay,
Visheshatma.
Sandrananda Visheshatma. So it gives you transcendental bliss. That is called Sandrananda Visheshatma. Little difficult to remember, but just write it down. So first is Kleshagni, taking away all material distress. Second is Shubhada, gives you all auspiciousness. Then gives you transcendental bliss or happiness. That is Sandrananda Visheshatma. Okay, what is the fourth one, Chitra Mataji?
Mataji, excuse me, that third one, I think it will be Moksha Lagutakrit, is it?
No, third one given here is puts you in transcendental pleasure. So it's Sandrananda Visheshatma. Okay, fourth one.
Moksha Lagutakrita Mataji. Pure devotion service automatically.
Fourth one is rarely achieved. No,
It is
I'm telling in
Sudurlabha.
the book.
It is
I'm
Sudurlabha.
going according to the book. Sudurlabha, yes, Prabhu.
Sudurlabha.
Sudurlabha. It's rarely achieved. Sudurlabha. Durlabha means rare. Sudurlabha means very rare. Okay. Fifth is, as Mataji said, Moksha Lagugrat. Lagugrat means pure devotion service derived even conception of liberation. Even liberation is not needed for a pure devotee. Moksha Lagugrat. And the last one is
Krishna Akarshani.
Krishna Akarshani, or it attracts even Krishna. Okay. So these are the 6 characteristics of pure devotional service. Kleshagni, Shubhada, Sandrananda Visheshatma, Sudurlabha, Moksha Lagugrat, and Krishna Akarshani. Okay. Why I'm telling this is the order, there is some specific reason why Kleshagni and Shubhada comes under which stage of bhakti? Anybody can unmute and see. In which
Sadhana
stage?
Bhakti.
No, it
Very
is
good.
Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti.
Sadhana Bhakti. So when you start doing Sadhana Bhakti, this Kleshagni and Shubhada will come. Anybody started chanting Hare Krishna, you feel that all your mental distress have come down little bit. Not everything have, but still. And you feel something auspicious happening. You feel like so kind of nice things happening. So that is initial stage. That is Sadhana Bhakti, especially Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. So that's why I told it should be in the order. This will be asked as a question for you. So you should divide into 3 parts. When you say the 6 characteristics of pure devotional service, Kleshagni and Shubhada will come under Sadhana Bhakti. So you can make notes and you say Kleshagni and Shubhada will come under Sadhana Bhakti. When you start doing Sadhana Bhakti, these 2 will happen. The next 2 stage, Sandrananda Visheshatma and Sudurlabha, is in which stage? Which is the next stage of Bhakti after Sadhana?
Bhav.
No,
Bhava Bhakti. So this is Bhava Bhakti. Okay. So when a devotee is in Bhava stage, he will feel that kind of happiness, the transcendental bliss. Sandrananda Visheshatma. And it is very rare. Sudurlabha, to get that Bhava Bhakti is very rare. Actually, Prabhupada said the only disciple of Prabhupada who was in Bhava stage was Yamuna Devi Dasi Mataji. He said that she was in Bhava stage. Rest everyone, okay, they were doing, but Prabhupada specifically mentioned her in Bhava Bhakti. Because when she is in with harmonium and when she's singing Kirtan, she's absorbed. She just closes her eyes and she don't open. She's absorbed. So with whatever cooking, whatever service Mataji does, she's in Bhava. And the last 2 stage, Moksha Lagugrat and Krishna Akarshani. Prema. So that's Prema Bhakti. Okay, so first 2, Kleshagni and Shubhada comes under Sadhana Bhakti. Then Sandrananda Visheshatma and Sudurlabha comes under Bhava Bhakti. And Moksha Lagugrat and Krishna Akarshani is in Prema Bhakti. Okay, because only when you reach the Prema stage can you reject liberation, can you attract Krishna Akarshani. Okay, and what should we do to get that Prema Bhakti? Sridevi Mataji. Seva. Okay, service should be done. In chanting, Suma Mataji.
Obeying the orders of the spiritual master, Mataji.
Spiritual master, yes. Jyoti Mataji.
Mataji, serving the pure devotees and abiding by the principles of the spiritual master.
Okay, Supriti Mataji. Okay.
Receiving the mercy from the from a master, Mataji.
Keshav Prabhu. Yes.
These 2 by 2 way we can get it. One is mercy from the spiritual master, another is mercy from the Lord himself.
Okay. Yes. So both is required. So all of you are right. And first thing Chaitanya Charitamrita explains is Niraparata Namalayo Payo Prema. Then Niraparata. So that means we have to chant Shuddha Nam to get Krishna Prema. And avoid the 10 offenses. So yes, serving the pure devotees, yes, associating with devotees, all these are required. Okay. So pure devotional service, again, we'll come to that sloka. Anyabhilashidarshunyam, jnana karmadhanavritam. It should be not covered by any philosophical or fruity pursuits, like no karma and jnana binding. And Prabhupada explains, the ultimate end of philosophical speculation then must be Krishna. That is, with understanding that Krishna is everything, the cause of all cause, and one should therefore surrender unto him. If this ultimate goal is reached, then philosophical advancement is favorable. But if the conclusion of philosophical speculation is voidism or impersonalism, that is not. So bhakti should be pure. So fruity pursuits may cover our devotional service to Krishna, but so we should be cautious. Okay. Sometimes karma and jnana will come. So discuss some of the activities and branches of knowledge given in Vedas, which may cover our devotional service, and how we should be very cautious about them. Yes. Who knows? Some activities which is mentioned in the Vedas, but it might cover our devotional service. Yeah, Sachin Prabhu says the 5 limbs which Rupa Goswami says, right? What are the things we should do? That is associated with devotees, chanting the holy name, hearing Bhagavatam, Dhambas, and DG worship. All this will help us to Prema stage. Yes. Yeah, Lakshmi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. We can also do like sevas, like we can also offer sevas like doing temple sevas and also voluntary sevas, so that we can also increase our work also.
Good. Okay.
And also reading the scriptures that has been given to us by our acharyas, like the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and all NOD. They're all which is mentioned. We can also start reading them also.
No, the question is this: what is? Yeah, Madhu Prabhu.
Mataji, yajnas for material desires. Yajnas for material desires.
Yajnas, good, yajnas. So the Vedas, they say that you should do this yajna, to place the demigods, all that, everything will be given. And that might cover our devotional service. So yes, that is one thing.
And putting speculation on the, like, jnana should not make us speculate. Like, we should, that also can cover our devotional service. Too much of speculations, too much of analysis.
Yes. Shubhamai Mataji?
Visiting the pilgrimage place, holy places, Mataji. We may commit more sins by going there if you're not very conscious.
Yeah, yes. Pilgrimage place. Okay, Dinesh Prabhu.
Mataji, performance of austerity, penance, and sacrifices, following regulative principles, serving spiritual master and the Vaishnavas. These are also.
No, which may cover our devotions. This is the question. Activities and branches of knowledge given in the Vedas, which may cover our devotional service, and how we should be cautious about it. Yes, as Mataji said, yajnas for some material things, and Sachin Prabhu says, yes, giving charity for material benefit, living to heavenly planets. They do that, karma kanta and all that. So that might cover our devotional service, and we should be very cautious because that will take us to heavenly planets. So all that. Yes, Suma Mataji. Yeah, charity and all that austerity, which Prabhu you said, that's right.
Mataji, doing all the activities and yajnas without knowing the constitutional position of the Jivatma, Mataji, with the Lord.
Yeah, so doing that yajnas just for the names.
Knowledge, Mataji.
Yeah, Lakshmi Mataji.
Mataji, then they'll also tell for the Pitru Devatas also, if they have done mistakes, they're going to do some karma kanda for compensation like that, Mataji.
Yeah, for the ancestors. So they also, all these are some of it which will cover our devotional service, and we should be very cautious about. Because when they say that you should do this, we can actually chant for the soul. That's the best thing we can ever do, right? Chanting Hare Krishna for that particular soul. instead of going to all these procedures. Yes, we have to do, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also went to Gaya to do the last rites for his father. So he's showing us by example that we should do. But then the sacrifice, the real sacrifice is Yajna Sankirtana, the Sankirtan movement, right? So Anavritam, uncovered by mental speculation of fruitive activities or karma kanda. Jnana karma, the anavritam, not covered. If you mix up karma with bhakti, if you mix up jnana with bhakti, if you mix up yoga, then it's contaminated, it's not pure. So what we do is mostly jnana mishrita bhakti or karma mishrita bhakti. It's not pure, because to reach to that pure devotional service, we should to reach that pure devotional service, we should not have any other desire except to please Krishna. It will come, the purification will happen. So pure devotional service is given by Rupa Goswami as Anyavileshda Shunyam, no desire for fruitive activities or philosophical speculation of yoga, mystic, yogic magic. So simply how to satisfy Krishna. That's bhakti, just to satisfy Krishna. Okay, Anukulena means what is favoring, what Krishna desires. That's first class bhakti. What Krishna likes to eat today, not what I like to eat. So that should be your a desire. So, okay, so we have a small discussion here. Give examples of Uttama Bhakti that are given in Srila Prabhupada's books. Present your conclusion with reference to Swarupa and Tadastha Lakshana. Okay, so you should give examples for both. Okay, Swarupa and Tadastha. What is Swarupa? What was the Swarupa in Anyavileshda Shunyam? Swarupa means the original. Anukulena Krishna Shila. Good. So Swarupa means Anukulena Krishna Shila. So you should give examples of Anukulena Krishna Shila and Anyabhilashata Shunyam Jnana Karmadana. So two different examples. One is for Swarupa, that is who did Anukulena Krishna Shila, and second is for the Tadastha Lakshana, that is Anyabhilashata Shunyam and Jnana Karma. So you should give specific examples. Okay, from Prabhupada's books, in the sense Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and of Uttama Bhakti. They are all Uttama Bhaktas. Okay, and you should give these examples of Swarupa and Tadastha. So we'll have a discussion, and after that we'll have a attendance link posted. We'll just go to a breakout room. You need not make a presentation. We can just come and just try to explain.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Mataji, like when you made the groups, probably I lost my connection of internet. So could you please add me to some group, Mataji?
Yeah. And I see many of you have not joined the groups. Please go to the respective groups.
Okay, thank you,
Mataji, please add me also.
Yes. All of you, please go to the breakout room.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I got left out. There is some network problem at my end. So I was in group number 7.
Oh, 7. That's okay. Hare Krishna, so everybody is back. Hi Krishna, so I'll open the chat, Mataji. You can post the attendance link. All of you. I can post the attendance link.
Thursday batch.
Please fill the attendance form.
Mataji, only Monday and Tuesday batch is Thursday batch has not been posted.
Sridevi Mataji, I think she'll post.
Posting it now.
So there are some analogies which we have to go through. Okay, in this chapter, we have seen, we'll take the breakout room discussion soon. So we have some analogies also in this chapter to be discussed. We'll go through that. Second, I have some technical glitch. Yeah. So what's the analogies which you can see here in the first chapter?
Mataji, elephant.
Yeah, elephant taking bath.
Kunja bath is given.
Yeah. So what is it actually? Take elephant taking bath.
Kunja bath, in fact, in Kunja bath, what happens? The elephant goes into a pond, takes a hearty bath, and thereafter, on coming out again, he indulges in mud spraying all over his body and scent spraying. So similarly, the devotees are, in fact, those devotees who take atonement or they do some kind of confession on a weekday, and after returning from church or some such worship place, they again indulge into sinful activities.
Yeah, so that is called Kunjaka Shauchas, as Prabhu said. The first analogy you can see in this first chapter is elephant taking bath. Okay, so you can see in page number 7, almost the third paragraph, the elephant who enters the lake and takes bath seriously for 1 hour, and immediately after entering into the land, take some dust and put. So a person who's not trained in Krishna consciousness cannot completely be free from all desires for sinful activities, the bija stage. So they do the sin again and again. Okay, so that is one analogy. Okay, is there any analogy of snakes? Does anyone know? Analogy of snakes given in chapter 1. Madhuri,
Yes, ma'am. Blazing forest fire, killing all the inauspicious snakes of desire.
Yeah. So similarly, what happens?
So pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness is the highest enlightenment. And when such enlightenment is there, it is just like a blazing forest fire, killing all the inauspicious snakes of the desire. So the blazing fire of Krishna consciousness is so strong that the snakes of ignorance are immediately killed.
Yeah. So there is a sloka in 11th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam also. Uddhava, Krishna says to Uddhava that Yedapni Shushudaram Shri Karodi Yedamsi Basmasat Katamat Vishya Bhaktir Udvedeva Krishna Sam. So he says that, I think 11, 14, 19, if you want reference. He says Yedapni Shushudaram, how fire destroys, the wood to ashes, basma, it becomes basma. Similarly, my devotional service, Mat Vishya Bhaktir, my devotional service will crush all the sinful activities. So when Krishna says in 18 chapter 66 sloka, Sarva Dharma Paritijama Megam Sharanam Praja, Aham Tom Sarva Papebhyo, what is that Sarva Papa means? Aham Tom Sarva Papebhyo, he says, right? What is that Sarva Papa?
Mataji, sinful.
Lakshmi Mataji, raised hands.
Oh, Hare Krishna Mataji, Sarva Papa means all sinful activities that we have committed in this material world.
No, what are they? There are 4 kinds of sinful activities. What are they? Manasi Mataji? Who knows? 4 kinds of sinful
Mataji, prarabdha, aprarabdha, kutam bijam.
No, these are all desires. This can be in the same stage. Sri Devi Mataji?
One that's mature, one that's immature, and one that's almost mature, and then the seed.
That's what Prabhu also said the same thing. Prarabdha, Picha, Kuta, all that is same. Lakshmi Mataji, want to add something?
Mataji, is it the 4 regulative principles, that is no meat eating, intoxication, and
comes as a part of it, but that's not it's a part. This 4 regulative principles is actually a part of those simple things. So it says about, it's explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 24, verse 60, purport. If you see, Prabhupada explains there the 4 kinds of sinful activities, that is Pataka, Uru Pataka, Mahapataka, and Ati Pataka. Pataka means sin. Uru Pataka means great sin. Mahapataka means greater sin, and Ati Pataka means greatest sin. So he divides the sin into 4 things. And yes, as Lakshmi Mother said, the 4 regulative principles, meat eating, intoxication, that comes under these categories. So Pataka, Uru Pataka, Mahapataka, and Ati Pataka. So this, these are the, when Krishna says Sarva Papebhyo, means all these stages. And as you all said, yes, matured, immatured, fructified, everything, prarabdha, aprarabdha, everything else is taken in. But still devotee suffers, no? Even though when they do devotional service, that is Krishna's special mercy that's happening. So the snakes we saw, when how the snakes will flee away when forest fire happens. Similarly, when the fire of Krishna consciousness happens, the snake of ignorance will be immediately killed and then run away. Okay, so any other analogy? Queen and the servants, analogy of queen and the servants in chapter 1. These are all Bhakti Shastri level questions. First is the elephant taking bath, then we had the snakes fleeing. Supriti Mataji, what is that?
Hare Krishna Mataji. As the maid servants follow the queens to serve, all the happiness that comes from the religious, economic development and other happiness also follow for the devotees.
Yes, devotional service. Good. So how a maid servant follow the queen? Similarly, the queen is Bhakti, actually, devotional service. And all the Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, all this will follow devotional service, like a queen is following, the servants are following the queen. And the last and the most important analogy, the calf's footprint. Calf's footprint. This means nobody read. So this is not Bhakti Shastri, that the teacher comes and takes the class and you don't come prepared. No. NOD, nectar of devotion, has to be read and come. Otherwise, you won't understand a word. You won't understand anything from me. Not like Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, you have gone through level 1, level 2, level 3. Nectar of devotion, some of you are very new. Some of you have gone through level 3. Some of you have read it, but you should repeatedly read and come. Yes, Ganeshan Prabhu, footprint of the car.
Whether which compared to the ocean of the bliss.
No, I've unmuted Ganeshan Prabhu, right? Okay, whoever raised hands. Prafulla, yes, Ganeshan Prabhu. I can't hear you, Prabhu. No, I can't hear you. Prafulla Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Prahlad Maharaj is praying to Lord Nrsimhadev that Brahmananda, taking the pleasure of Brahmananda is like the cow's hoof and the footprint, and compared to the ocean of bliss from Sevananda. The Brahmananda or the impersonalist get.
Sevananda from Brahmananda. Sevananda is like the ocean of bliss. Yes, transcendental happiness of ocean of bliss. And Brahmananda will become water in the calf footprint, right? It is very less. Okay, so that is what it said. Okay, nice. So these are some of the analogies which you should go through. You should read and come, okay, unless you don't read. We'll just go through sadhana bhakti a little bit and we'll take up the record room questions. Okay, so first, so we saw the 6 characteristics of pure devotional service, right? Kleshatni, Shupada, Sandrananda Visheshatma, Sudurlapa, Mokshalakundra, and Krishna. And Kleshagni and Shupata, we know what it is. And the effect of sins, the 4 kinds of effects of sin and how devotional service, the 4 kinds of effects that what Prabhu said is Prarabdha, Aprarabdha, Kuta, Bija. Is that clear, that stage? Does anyone want any clarification in that stage? You know the diagram?
These are, Mataji, these are stages of sins, cycle of sin.
Yes, sin, cycle. So everyone knows that cycle, right? First, because of ignorance or avidya, there is bija, that is sinful desire. Then there is sin. And because of that, there is aprarabdha stage first. That is unmanifested reaction. Then there is kuta. Repeatedly, you do the sin again and again. Then last may prarabdha stage manifesting, and then klesha. Okay. Okay. Now, bhakti can be divided into 3 ways. There are 3. Prema cheti, tridodi. 3 things. What are they? Sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prema bhakti. Okay, these are the 3 stages. So first chapter was about pure devotional service. Second chapter is about devotional service in practice. That is first stage of devotion. Sadhana bhakti is nothing but devotional service in practice. We are practicing. We are sadhakas. We are practicing devotional service. Practicing to chant. Why are we practicing? What is the main reason we are practicing bhakti? I mean, why practicing? Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, we are practicing bhakti so that we can get to know Krishna more, so that we can.
Wait. I'll just give chance to those who have not got chance. Okay, I want somebody who have not answered today. All these are regularly answering. Anybody who have not answered?
Hare Krishna Mataji, to do service to the
Saroja Mataji,
Lord.
yes. Saroja Mataji, yes.
To do service, do service eternal, like as we are part and parcel of the Lord, we do service.
Yes. Praveena Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, practice because we are not yet perfect. So unless we practice, we can't reach that stage.
Yes, we are practicing to reach that perfection. Why we are reaching that perfection? Ankita Mataji. Yes, right, we are right.
Mataji, to break the cycle of birth and death?
Yeah, that's fine. But why are we practicing? Why are we trying to reach that perfection? So that we can. Sunita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, because the service is eternal, Mataji. It has to be carried forward, even after death, Mataji.
So that means even after liberation, we go back to Krishna so that we can practice there. Actual devotional service starts there. right? We have to do it the same in the Goloka. Yeah, that's what Madhu Mataji also said. We have to do that in Golok also. We are practicing here. Prabhupada was saying a dancer has to practice before getting into the stage. He can't just directly go to the stage and start dancing. No, they need a lot of practice. They need to start from day one, stage one, and then go on and on and on. And then practice, become perfect. Again, keep on practicing. Any stage, any field, if it is, they have to practice and then go for the final rehearsal. Similarly, final performance. Similarly, we are practicing here, chanting and everything, so that we go to the spiritual world and do there. So there is actually the real devotional service starting. So we are sadhana. 3 types of bhakti. First is sadhana bhakti, means devotional service in practice. We are practicing. 2 types, Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and Raganuga bhakti. Vaidhi means under a spiritual master, you follow the instructions of spiritual master and try to practice bhakti. And Raganuga is spontaneous. As you keep doing Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, we go to Raganuga. Then Bhava bhakti means devotional service in
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy, good. So ecstasy is bhava, okay? That stage is bhava. And there are 9 symptoms like avyarta kalatam, namagana, sataruchi, all that. Priti, satvasti, stale. We'll come to that, bhava bhakti. Then prema bhakti is devotional service in
love of Krishna.
Love, in pure love. Okay. So that is prema bhakti. So sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prema bhakti. So Bhagavad Bhakti Veda, there is varieties of devotional service. Samanya bhakti is also there. Samanya means what? Samanya bhakti. Shraddha Mataji.
Mataji, the ordinary bhakti which we usually do before coming to Krishna consciousness, like going to temple just because our family is following and we know we have to go to temple and just do kirtan and just do worship, but we have not attached our emotions with it.
Yeah, so which rasa comes there? The 5 rasas, which comes in Samanya Bhakti? Does anyone know? Dinesh Prabhu? Which some rasa comes there actually.
Is it Sandhya Mataji?
Which one?
Samanya Bhakti.
No, in Samanya
Shantaras.
Shantaras, yes. The Shantaras comes there because it's neutrality. It's a neutral. Nothing more ecstasy, nothing is there. So Samanya Bhakti, next is Sadhana Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti, and Prema Bhakti. So we are doing Sadhana Bhakti. So what is the eligibility for Krishna consciousness? He says that devotional service is a continuous process from our previous life. No one can take the devotional service unless he had some previous connection with it. So this is for all of us. Okay, we have not come here just by chance. We have come here because of our previous connection with this movement. We have not just come like, just like that. No. Yes, some of us are very new. Some of us have just started. Some of them have already progressed a little bit. That's okay. That's fine. But definitely we have had some Atnyada Sukritis, or we have done some pious activity. We had some connection with devotional services. That's why we are here, because it's a continuation from our previous life. And even if there is no continuity, if only by chance a person take interest in pure devotee's instruction, it can be accepted and can advance in devotional service, because we are under Prabhupada's instruction, Prabhupada's shelter. Okay. And also it is said Kati Sadhya means executing by senses, and Bhaved should be Sadhi Bhava, by which Bhava, love, is acquired. That is called Sadhana. Action of the senses which produce the stage of Bhava is called Sadhana Bhakti. So in Sadhana Bhakti, we are planning to go into Sadhana as Bhava. Okay, that is our goal actually, Bhava and Prema. So the senses are involved in Sadhana. So devotional service in practice, that is called Sadhana Bhakti. Okay. So practice means what? Employing the mind and the senses in devotional service, practical devotional service. So when we are chanting, what are we doing? We are trying to hear every mantra, right? So hearing, Shravanam and Kirtanam happens. This practice is not for developing something artificial. A child learns or practices to walk. Walking is not unnatural. The walking capacity is there already in the child, right? Originally. Simply by practice, he walks nicely. This is a nice analogy. Similarly, Bhakti is already within us. Krishna consciousness cannot be aroused simply by practice. There is no such practice. But it can come out just by association with the pure devotee, just by association. The child naturally can walk. If the father or mother helps or not, the child will definitely walk. Right? If there is no anomaly or any deformities. But then that's originally it's there inbound. But just little this thing. So the Krishna consciousness Krishna Bhakti, it is said, Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti Sadhya Kapanai, Shravanadi Shuddha Chitta Karayoti. Krishna Bhakti cannot come just like that. Shravanadi Shuddha Chitta Karayoti. You have to keep hearing and hearing, then the consciousness gets pure. That's how Bhakti comes. So when we wish to develop our innate capacity for devotional service, there are certain processes by which are accepting and executing them, by which will cause our dormant capacity to be invoked. Such practice is called sadhana bhakti. These practices will help one become cured of madness. As a man's mental disease is cured by the direction of the psychiatrist, so sadhana bhakti cures the conditioned soul of his madness under the spell of Maya, material illusion. When we are in Maya, we forget Krishna. Right? So that is our disease condition. So what should we do? Devotional service is like a pushing process. So the fact is that we have got devotion for Krishna, that's fact. But some way or the other, we are separated from Krishna and we've forgotten Krishna. So as soon as by the regulative principles, by the order of the spiritual master. So actually, why are we chanting? Most of us are chanting because our guru said, oh, I took initiation and my guru told me to chant this many rounds, I'm doing it. But some of them are chanting for Krishna's pleasure. Some of them are chanting for self-purification. Each one have their own way of chanting, right? But it's actually by the order we are doing. That's called Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. And by the injunction of the Shastra. Shastra also says to chant. So we begin our devotional service. That just our students do here. This devotional service is a pushing process. As soon as the energy comes, automatically, clap, clap, clap. No more pushing. Automatically, this pushing process is required, Prabhupada says. So it's the duty of the Acharya, the spiritual master, to find the ways and means to fix the disciples' mind on Krishna. That's the beginning of sadhana bhakti. That's why the spiritual master says we need to chant, to hear shastras and everything, so that our mind can be fixed on Krishna. Somehow we should fix our mind in Krishna. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us an authorized program for this purpose, centered around chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This chanting has so much power that it immediately attaches one to Krishna. That is the beginning of sadhana. Somehow or other, one has to fix our mind on Krishna. Like how Ambarish Maharaj said, Savai Mana Krishna Padartha. Somehow we should fix our mind in Krishna. So when we fix our mind in Krishna, Krishna will take away all our distress. So fixing the mind on Krishna, somehow or the other. Tasmat kena upayena mana Krishna nivishate. Somehow or the other, one must consider the form of Krishna very seriously, and then by one of the 5 different processes mentioned above, one can return home back to Godhead. Okay, what are the 5 processes to go back? Which Rupa Goswami says, the 5 limbs of sadhana bhakti. Panchanga bhakti is called Panja Anga bhakti. Sunita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Kirtana, and Shri Vigraha Aradhana, Sadhu Sangha, Mathura Nivas, Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam every day.
Yeah, very good. So these are the 5 limbs which we should practice. We are doing it every day, right? Chanting the holy name, we are chanting every day. Then associating with devotees, we come online or we come in the temple, we are associating with devotees. Then deity worship, either you watch Aarti online or you do it at home. So you're doing deity worship. Then hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, Nityam Bhagavata Seva, you should go listen to Bhagavatam every day, not just Saptah. Then Madhuravas. Madhuravas not possible, but then wherever we live, that is Dham. Wherever we live, as Advaita Acharya said to Mahaprabhu, that wherever you are, that's Vrindavan. So similarly, Prabhupada has given Vrindavan everywhere, all over the world. So it's what is the use of living in the Dham with a material consciousness? So we should have clear consciousness wherever we are. Mahaprabhu said, if you are fortunate, you can live in the Dham. But if we are not, then what's Thane Siddha Shrutikata Tanuman? Wherever we are, make it Vrindavan there. So that these are the 5 things to be followed. And it is like King Vena, however, being unable to think of Krishna's form in any of these 5 ways cannot attain salvation. Therefore, one must somehow think of Krishna, whether in a friendly way or in. So Vena is nobody but Pritha Maharaj's father, and he was not a good king, and he was stopped sacrifice and everything. He was not Krishna conscious. So 2 types of sadhana bhakti, Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and Raganuga sadhana. Okay. So you might feel I'm rushing and going, but then if you read and come, it would be easy. Okay. So just to understand, the 2nd chapter is about sadhana. Sadhana bhakti is nothing but devotional service in practice. Okay. 2 types. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and Raganuga sadhana. Vaidhi means what? First part is called service, according to the regulative principles. We have to follow the regulative principles by the order of the spiritual master. or the strength of scriptures. That's what we are doing now, right? All of us either sheltered or aspire, or we are somehow following our Shiksha Gurus and Diksha Gurus, and we are doing the practicing, right? The regulative principles. That is called Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. As you keep doing Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, what happens? The spontaneous attraction will come to Krishna. That is called Raganuga. Raganuga refers to the point at which, following the regulative principles, one becomes little more attached to Krishna and execute devotional service out of natural love. Like devotee rising early in the morning. Nowadays, we have this alarm, and then it's winter time, we feel like sleeping again and again. That's because we are in Vaidhi. But as we advance, we immediately get up and we don't think a moment. We just have to attend Mangalarti, we just go. Or even without an alarm, you get up. Yeah, that is called Raganuga Sadhana. You become so, it is said that during Mangalarati, when the altar opens, Krishna sees, it seems, Krishna sees who all have come to see me, either online or offline, whatever it is. But then Mangalarati is an important part of our sadhana, because Prabhupada says that because that's the time when you chant your rounds, that's the best rounds you can do. Rest of the day, it's all in Rajoguna. So best thing is we have to regulate our day, in the sense we have to plan a day in such a way, sleep early and then get up for Mangalarati. So devotee rising early in the morning, that's a sign of Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Otherwise, it's Vaidhi. Okay, so Sadhana Bhakti 2 types, Vaidhi and Raganuga. So it is said, Raga Marga Bhakti Loke Karite Prachare in Adilila. Lord appeared to propagate devotional service in the world on the platform of spontaneous attraction. Actually, Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had come to show us Raga Marga Bhakti, okay, fixing our mind on Krishna. So that's what he said, he did. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us Raga Marga Bhakti. But because we are so fallen, we are doing Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti now. Even that is good, because we are starting. So when there is no attachment or spontaneous loving service to the Lord, one is engaged in the service out of obedience from the spiritual master, as or pursuance to the scriptures. Now once my Shiksha Guru was teaching the kids, so he told them to chant the rounds. So somebody asked, why are you chanting? Because our Shiksha Guru said, because our teacher said. Yeah? So because that is called Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, because my spiritual master said, I'm doing it. Or the scriptures say I'm doing it. That's called Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. So principles of Vaidhi Bhakti is given by Shukadeva Goswami to become fearless of death, hearing, chanting, and constant remembering of Krishna. Okay. So what should do? Smartavya Sadadam Krishna. So somehow or other, always think of Krishna without forgetting him under any circumstance. Actually, it's the most basic principle of regulative things. Within this simple order of prohibition, all regulative principles are found complete. Sarve Vidhi. In this injunction is followed. If it is followed, then all other rules and regulations become automatically fall into line. All other rules and regulations should be treated as assistants or servant to this one basic principle. Okay. I think we'll take this as the next time. Okay, I think we can stop here. So we can take a breakout room question. So in this chapter, is there any questions on Sadhana Bhakti? There is a statement, very nice statement. It says, the devotional service depends on the attitude of the devotee. The devotional service actually, it depends on the attitude. What do you, does anyone have to comment on this? What do you mean by that? Attitude of a devotee. Supreme Mataji.
One should approach the Lord with service attitude, Mataji, the Seva Bhav.
Yeah. So can you elaborate on Seva Bhav? What do you mean by Seva Bhav? Yeah, you're right.
Like the original constitutional position with the Supreme Lord is that we are the servant of the Lord. And so if we are serving the Lord, that serving the Lord and Dasa Dasanu Dasaha, like we are the servant and servant of the servant, then the relationship with the Lord becomes strong, and Spurityada, like Sevan Mukhi Jivada Spurityadaha.
Okay, Keshav Prabhu.
It is the attitude, is the intention. In which intention I am serving the Lord.
Intention. Okay.
Intention.
Nice. Yes. So, who else never spoke today? Is Jyoti Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Sadhu Pranam. There is one more interpretation that whatsoever happens in your life, cling to your faith in the Almighty. That is also a very good attitude which Prahlad Maharaj had. He was obstruct with so many calamities and so many torments he went through, but he clung to his faith. So that attitude is required.
Yes. So that means the devotee's attitude means whatever happens, yes, stick to Krishna consciousness, as Mataji said. And also one more thing is, it is said the service attitude. Yes, Mataji said about service attitude. That means if you are given to sweep the floor of the temple or wash the vessels, or you're given deity worship, go to the altar and dress the deities or take Bhagavatam class, whatever it is. You should not see that service is high, this service is low, or that service is better, or this service is low. No, service attitude means whichever service comes, I do, or whatever service is given to me, I do it. So, so Krishna went for the Rajasuya Yajna. What service did Krishna do there? When Yudhishthira Maharaj was Lavanya Mataji?
Serving the Brahmanas, washing the feet of Brahmanas.
Feet, right? So he was taking all their slippers and washing the feet. So the Pada Sevana. So Krishna took that service. And actually there was a temple president also who actually did that during the temple inauguration. And everyone was shocked because he was taking the blessings from other Vaishnavas, senior Vaishnavas. So any service is equal for the Lord, and that's called service attitude. No, we should not feel that way. Yes, based on our quality, guna, and eligibility, different services are allowed to us, because one may not be, and one may be. So, yeah, based on the eligibility, not everyone is a nice cook. So, cooking for the deities should be first class. So, the devotees who naturally is inclined for cooking will get those service more. Or not everyone is good at the kirtan. So, but the kirtan service is given to that. That depends on how our performances or our abilities is. But whatever service comes, the attitude should not change. Should not feel that, oh, they are giving service only to me. All menial service is given only to me. So good service is given to others. Or not like that. Or sometimes they don't have anybody else. They give only service to me. Because you're chanting well, because when chanting, what are we asking for? For service. So when service comes, we should take it. So in this second chapter, what first analogy is a child, right? Our child walking ability is already there. Similarly, devotional service to the Supreme Lord is a natural instinct in every living entity. So that is one analogy in chapter 2. Anything else in chapter 2? Any other analogy? Do you all see? Yes, Nirguna Mat. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
If one boy is studying and is getting the result and everything, then that is called the like in any how and a prime it is about. It's like similarly he's doing a German scholar once is calling that yoga perfection had already been achieved by the modern scientists, and he was not concerned with them, and so intelligence will come out. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so we can take up the breakout room question. Okay, the two things, Swarupa and Tadastha Lakshana. That is Anya Vilashita Shunim, Jnana Karmadana Tadastha, and Anukulina Krishna Alshina. Okay, I've seen some of you not joining breakout room. Please do join. I have the list of those who have not joined. Some of you have already personally informed me why they are not able to join. That's fine. Okay, let's start with room number 1. Anita Mataji, Kanamri Mataji, Shubham Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
Like first is Sarupa Lakshana. It is Anukulana. It's a favorable way. A devotee in Sarupa Lakshana has the intention to please Krishna only, no other motive. Example is Prahlad Maharaj. At any condition, so many disasters he has undergone by his father and all, he never deviated. He is always in a wish to attain Krishna Prema, and even at the small age, he was preaching to his friends to become a Krishna devotee, like that. And Ambarish Maharaj, and with all his senses, he was serving Krishna. And he also doesn't have any other motive except Krishna Prema. And while Durvasa, Saint Durvasa cursed him, and for 1 year he was waiting without any displeasement or anything like that. He was waiting Durvasa to finish his that upavas, like that. And for Parishit Maharaj also, even he was a great devotee, and even Saint Shamik's son has cursed him. And then he didn't have any objection or anything like that, any ill feeling for that boy, and he was fully surrendered to Krishna and ready to hear Bhagavatam to attain full salvation. And Narada, and at the small age of 5 years, he lost his mother, and he didn't have any relatives or anybody for him. But at that time itself, he was following the Guru's order, and he went in wandering the holy places, and only his motive was to attain Krishna Prema. And Lord Chanaga also, he was an elevated devotee, and for God he was doing his duties as a king. And and the other Tadastha Lakshana, actually that is also a positive way of approaching Krishna, and their aim also was devotional service for Krishna, but in the 4 way: Artho, Artharthi, Jitnyasu. And in that Dhruva is in the mode of distress, and he was for economic purpose, Dhruva was approaching Lord Krishna initially, and then Gajendra and Draupadi, they have approached Krishna in distress, and Mrigari and Retnagar, they were also following. They were in a means abominable way of living they were having, and they approached Krishna. And the 4 Kumaras were Jnanis, but they were also attained Krishna Prema at the end in the positive way of praying Krishna, like that. That is this only. And in Swarupa Lakshana, Yashoda Maya also we can take the example, because she was serving Krishna as a mother without any motive, means for pleasing Krishna only in a way. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, from number 2, right? Yes.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. This is the question was that examples of Uttama Bhakti in context of Sarupa and Tatastha Lakshana. So I have 2 examples with me, and others will share. The 2 examples what I got is from Chaitanya Charitamrita. The glories of yours are only marginal. Originally, you are the son of Nanda, CCM 18.126. The original characteristics that he is the son of Nanda is Sarupa Lakshana, and his glories are the marginal characteristics, that is the Tatastha Lakshana. Dhalila 2.20357. The primary characteristics of spontaneous love is a deep attachment for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is Sarupa Lakshana. So primary characteristic is that spontaneous love. This is Sarupa Lakshana, and absorption in the thought of him is the Tatastha Lakshana. So these 2 examples I got from my side, and Shraddha Mataji will continue with that. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, I just had one more example of Swarup Lakshana, where we want to please only Krishna and think only about Krishna, is the Ambrish Maharaj. So he did all the 9.
Hare Krishna. We lost it. Yes, Mataji. Yes, Ambarish Maharaj also. Mataji says, okay, now Dinesh Prabhu is from room number 3.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
The issue has already been discussed. Uttama Bhakti, Sarupa Lakshana, or the primary Lakshan and secondary Lakshan is Tatast. I'll just enumerate the examples. In the Sarupa Lakshana comes Anukulena Krishna, Anushilinam. 2 parts are there. In Tatast, it is Anya Avilasha Shunyam. So in the Sarupa Lakshana, the examples which we discussed was Mother Yashoda running after Krishna during Damodar Leela to punish him. Then Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, they whatever they knowing their fate, he was just worshipping, wanted to hear glories and name and form of Krishna and his pastimes. Haridas Thakur and the prostitute, because she also ultimately took up to Krishna consciousness. Gajendra, Lord Hanuman, 4 Kumara. Srila Prabhupada is an example of Sarup Lakshana. And in Tatast Lakshana, who had no other desire but to serve Krishna, they had no ulterior motive or any material desire. The examples quoted are Parikshit Maharaj, Narada Muni. He is always thinking of Narayan and all. Haridas Thakur, again here, Rupa Goswami. Jada Bharat is another example. Kapil Muni. Lord Shiva and Brahma, we discussed, are always meditating on Krishna because they don't have any other desire but to think of or meditate upon the sweet form of name and form of Lord Krishna. So these are some of the examples and Ambrish Maharaj is common to both Sarupa Lakshana and was also the Tatast Lakshana, because all 9 senses he engaged always in Krishna's worship and no other activity. So these are some of the examples which we discussed.
Yes. So Ambarish Maharaj, yes, to come in all the categories because he did Nikolena and also he has Jnana Karmana and Anya Abhilash. Yes. Room number 4, who is doing? Yes, Manasi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, I would like to show my drawing and Mandakini Mataji would be speaking.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji.
No problem.
Yes, in the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers, the terms Swarupa and Tatastha refers to 2 aspects of the highest level of spiritual realization. The Uttama Adhikari. Let's discuss about who is Mahabhagavata or Uttama Adhikari. A person who is expert in understanding the conclusion of the revealed scriptures and who fully surrender to the causes of the Lord is actually able to deliver others from the clutches of material existence. Like a neophyte, if they associate with the Uttamadhikari, eventually they lose interest in the material things, and they come to the neophyte stage from the second this and then the Uttamadhikari. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction that one be more tolerant than a tree and think oneself lower than the straw in the street. Like these are the lakshanas of Uttama Adhikari. They think themselves like Tarodapi Sanichena Tarod Iva Sahishuna. Like the Swarupa or the true form of the Uttama Adhikari is that eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. This relationship is like by pure love and devotion, prema bhakti, devoid of any material existence, desires, and motivations. Like we can give the examples of the Haridas Thakur, Goswamis, for love of the fraction of the seconds, that also is love matra association with them. One can deliver from this material clutches of Maya, clutches of Maya. The Uttama Adhikari experienced constant absorption in loving service to Krishna, known as Bhava Bhakti, which eventually culminates in the highest stage of love of God, Prema, known as Prema Bhava. Like gopis and gopas, they were in the Swarupa Lakshana, they were like purest devotee of Krishna. We can give examples of gopis and gopas and the Yashoda Maya and all. Tatastha Lakshana, this refers to the external behavior or outward conduct of the Uttama Adhikari, despite being observed in cruel love for Krishna internally, externally. The Uttama Adhikari may appear to behave like an ordinary person, following social norms, customs. They may engage in activities such preaching, chanting the holy name of Krishna, and performing devotional service, all while maintaining a humble and unassuming demeanor. Like by looking at pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada also, we by looking at them we think they are behaving like a normal person, eating like socializing and all things, but they are empowered souls. They are not like our fallen conditioned souls like us. They look like a normal person, but they are not. They are the empowered souls. Like just association with them, we can achieve the highest level. We'll move to the from neophyte stage to the second stage of the this devotional service. The Uttamadhikaris is like by the deep, unwavering devotion to Krishna, both internally and externally. They serve as examples of pure devotion and are instrumental in the guiding others on the path of spiritual realization. We have discussed all the examples which other groups have given: Yashoda Maya, Gopis, Gopas, Haridas Thakur, then this all Goswamis.
Ambarish
These
Maharaj,
are the examples.
Bali Maharaj.
Yes, Bali Maharaj.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Dhruva Maharaj and Prahlada Maharaj.
Yes, Manasvi Mataji, you can add.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji has explained most of the things, and these are all the examples we discussed, which are of Uttama Adhikari, and as explained by Mataji, Mataji explained about Swarupa Lakshana and Tatastha Lakshana. So, this is what we discussed, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So, room number 5, I could not see many. Is there anyone there? Room number 5?
Mataji, I got disconnected, Mataji, due to internet.
Yeah, some got disconnected.
I got disconnected.
Okay, any other room, any other example remaining? Room number 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mataji, Hare Krishna. Can we give the example of Kolavecha Sridhar for Tatastha, Mataji?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, Kolavecha Sridhar, how he was. Yes.
He seemed to be engaged in the material activities, but internally he was fully devoted to the Lord, Mataji. And Janaka Maharaj also. It's already mentioned, Mataji.
Okay. Yes, Nirguna Mataji.
Queen Kunti, Mataji.
Yes.
Bhishma Deva, Mataji. Bhishma Deva.
Bhishma Dev. Yes. Jyoti Mataji. Give example.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Sadhe Pranam, Mataji. Hanumanji, Surdas, Namdev, Shabri, Meera.
Yeah. You should say which category they come into, Tadastha or
all these names which I have mentioned, they come under Swarup Lakshana. Because they were Hanumanji, there is an example. like Hanumanji, there's an example that once he saw Mata Sita placing sindoor, and he questioned her that why she is doing that, and she told it's for the long life of Lord Rama. So he thought that if just by pinch of sindoor Lord gets a long life, he smashed his whole body with sindoor so that the Lord may live forever. And then Shabri, she was discouraged by the Rishi Munis, the sages, but she spent her whole life meditating. She was sure that Lord Rama will come to her cottage. And she was even declared as insane, but she did not bother. She clung to her faith. And Meera, everybody knows, and Namdev Surdas.
So this is all Anukulena Krishna Shalam. Okay. So yes, Pandavas, yes, Anukulena Krishna Shalam. So these are all Uttama Bhaktis.
Mataji, can I say about this Bhishma? Like I'm just a little bit confused also. Like Bhishma Deva, he had in fact like given chance to Krishna that Krishna would break his promise and protect his true devotee Arjuna, and he himself got a wishful death.
Yeah, Bhishma Dev, Anukulena Krishna Shalam. Yes, even though he had to support the opposite party, he was still a pure devotee. And Jnana Karma Dhanavratam, even Uddhava, initially Uddhava was under Jnana. He was completely into Jnana. And he was sent to Vrindavan by Krishna. So he was sent to Vrindavan by Krishna so that he understand what is Uttama Bhakti. The gopis, gopis come under that category. Yes, Uddhava later on he came to that category. Vidura, definitely, yes. Vidura is also an example where in self-realized soul, he was also all the Pandavas, Arjuna and all the Pandavas. Yes, Anukulena Krishna Shina. And Anyabhilashita Shunyam, Sudama can come because he didn't have any desire. Actually, his wife actually pushed him to go and ask money from Krishna, but he never asked for it. Instead, he gave the poha to Krishna and the chip rice. And yes, he didn't have any other desire except to serve Krishna. Vidura's wife, Vidurani, she was also like that. So nice examples, yes. I think these are all okay. So all of you understood, right? What is the Swarupa Lakshana and the Tadastha Shat Lakshana? So that sloka has to be memorized. For NOD, that will be your sloka memorization. So what we am planning is on 29th Feb, you can start writing exam from 7 o'clock, okay, till 8. And as you finish the exams, I'll open a breakout room where you can join the breakout room and come for sloka recitation. Is that okay? Or you want separate day for sloka? Just 3 slokas from chapter 13 to 18. Any 3.
Sure, Mataji.
Mataji, separate day is better.
Separate day is better.
If you're doing PDF, that is from problem.
Separate days, Mataji, separate days.
Mataji, for me it's okay, Manasvi.
But then it will be like March. It will go to March then. Then March 5th is okay? Tuesday? For sloka?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Either is okay.
March 5th we'll have sloka and 29th Feb we'll have, because 22nd is Nityananda Trayadashi and 29th we'll have a closed book of module 3.
Any 3 slokas we have to learn, Mataji?
Any three from last 13th to 18th chapter. Any 3.
Meaning also,
with
Mataji?
translation. Yeah, with translation, definitely. Because without translation, Bhagavad Gita is like meaningless. In the sense, just Sanskrit, we don't know whether you actually understood the meaning. So meaning is very important. And as we finish NOD, immediately we'll have our in NOD there is only 1 open book and 1 closed book. So 1 sloka. So
Mataji, we are starting.
Sorry, Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, March 5, I am not available for shloka recitation. Can we accommodate?
We'll see. If you can do it on 29th.
Yes, Mataji, I can.
Mataji,
I can do.
3 slokas we can do on 29th only.
Yeah, whoever is ready, he can do it on 29th. Okay, those who are not ready can go on 5th. Yes, Jyoti Mataji.
I have given shloka recitation and translation service in Hindi. So I want to ask that can I translate that English version of Bhagavad Gita in that the chapters which are allocated to me in Hindi in my own language, simple language, which will be easy for others to understand. Okay, because I've lost my Hindi version Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, okay. But it's better to go through the Acharya's translation and then try to understand in our own words. Yeah. Not
No,
video.
I will read that English. I will read that English and I will convert it into Hindi, simple language.
Why Hindi here?
Because
For your understanding.
because I have been allocated Hindi translation.
You want to do it on the Hindi language. Yeah, no problem. Sending the videos, it's not just 3 slokas. No, it has to go live. I mean, you have to come and
Mataji, Hare Krishna, one doubt, Mataji. On 29th February, closed module is which is the portion for exam, Mataji?
No, I think you have already given it, no? The module 3.
Yes,
Those I've already given. Some of them have already given the module 3 exam. You don't have to come. Those have not given module 3. Okay. Yes, Keshav Prabhu.
Mataji, this is from today's lesson. That one OVA is there. In your own words, explain the definition of pure devotional service with reference to the Swarupa and Tatastha Lakshana. Prabhupada's comments and examples and specific words. This, if it is coming, then will it be, we are within this chapter, or we can take out the materials from outside also? Means reference
This
and.
we have already discussed, no, Prabhu, in the breakout room. That was our breakout room question today, right?
So we can take out the material as you discuss. We can take out the examples from outside also, other than the textbook.
No, we have finished it. Open book, you're saying, no?
Yeah, yes, Mataji, open book.
No, for NOD, the whole NOD, there's only one open book question to be answered. Okay, I'll share it. After your module 3 exam, I can do that. Okay. Yes, Manasi Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, you told that for attendance seva for Saturday match, you will add me in the group, but till now I am not added in the group, Mataji.
Which group?
Saturday batch attendance form seva making.
Well, actually what happened, we have a common attendance form done for all the Bhakti Shastri. So they have to just select the teacher's name. So that is being posted by, I think, Sri Mataji, Nandita Mataji, they all made one form, which is circulated. So separate attendance sheet is not made, Manasi Mataji, okay? But yes, I need more help. I will let you know. There's one more Prabhu starting new batch. I will let you know. Sadhana chart sheet also you can make, right? Sadhana form.
Yes, Mataji. Any Google form for me is okay.
Form. Yeah, Google form. Okay. Mandagini Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji. Even I have filled form for the service, but I didn't get yet any services to be done.
Your admin service, right?
Any service will do, Mataji.
Yeah, admin service. I'll let you know. Okay, the admin service, yes, Mataji. Mandagini Mataji, you can take kids class, no? Kids yes, Bhagavad Gita. Okay, you just message me. I'll send you the PPTs, okay? For next month, you can prepare. I'm giving chance to every devotee so that everyone get a chance to take class. This month again, Sri Devi Mataji. They have yes, Sri Devi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, apart from kurta for dress material for Prabhupada, there are 50 people in our batch, so if we can contribute under 2,000 or 5,000, then for temple construction seva, Mataji.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, there are paintings and all 3D paintings for 1 lakh amount, no, Mataji. So there are 50 people in Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Shastri. So
but DT service, no? DT dress, you're saying?
No, Mataji, the 3D paintings.
3D paintings. Yeah.
There are many sevas for
Mataji, and you, both of you, just coordinate, and then you can collect, I mean, from the devotees, and then we can, whoever is interested will approach you, and then we can we just post a message in the group so that whoever is interested.
I have posted, Mataji, only one person has come forward.
Oh, okay. Like whoever is in the, we can't compel. It's their personal interest. So it's out of their personal thing. Some of them have already contributed. Some of them are doing service. So we'll see. But I just requesting everyone to come on March 25th for Gaur Purnima. Okay. So that we can do more service here. Yes, Hare Krishna. I think we can stop here if there's nothing else. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining. So next week, please come prepared chapter 3 and 4. Okay, just 2 chapters we see. So, 8th on 8th Thursday. So we finished the phase introduction chapter 1 and chapter 2. 3 and 4, please read and come. It's not just read and then try to study the sloka. Start studying one sloka, one week. It's easy for you. Otherwise, it will become tough. Okay, the slow, because it's not like Bhagavad Gita sloka. Little more effort has to be put for NOD slokas. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Can stop.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.